This is the Sofabaton U3 Universal Remote Control. This remote control can control devices with infrared, Bluetooth, and radio frequency. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how to set it up using your smartphone, how to add devices so that you can control them with this remote control, how to create macros, and how to customize its commands. And of course, I'm gonna demonstrate it for you. And at the end, I'm gonna tell you what I like and what I don't like about it. So let me start by showing you what are the most important settings that you need to do on this remote control before starting setting it up. When you first charge the remote, it's gonna go to this screen here, and there are no devices configured, which is normal. So I'm gonna show you some of the important settings that you need to do. So here it is selected by default, the settings icon. If not, go with the wheel up, and then it will be selected, and then press on the wheel. And here you have all the information you need. I'm gonna give you the most important ones. So if you wanna change the language, you go here with the language, and then you can go back with the arrow here. And then here, lift to wake, for instance, it is disabled by default. Lift to wake, it means it's gonna wake up the remote when you touch it. So I'm gonna enable it. I like it to be enabled. And also another important setting here is a screen timeout. Keep it at 30 seconds in my opinion, so that to save the battery. And another option to save the battery is the brightness. By default, it is on medium. So put it on low, and this is my setting that I like. And then if you have an infrared repeater that you want to add to this remote control, because it can support an infrared repeater, which is very good, you can press here to go and pair it. And if you want to restart it, you press here and restart it. So let's restart it now, and let me show you how to add it to your smartphone. You need to install the Sofabaton application from the App Store or from Google Play. I have here an Android phone, so I installed it from Google Play. And you need to select U3, of course, to set up the remote control. So let's select U3, and it's asking you to press and hold the E and the minus buttons on the remote control so that it goes into pairing mode. So let me zoom out just a bit so that to show you how it's gonna do this. So now press on the E and the minus, and notice the screen of the remote and went into pairing mode. And now you can press on connect here and give it a second, and now it is connected. So now I'm gonna show you how to add devices. To add a device, you need to press on the plus sign next to devices. And then here I'm gonna add an infrared device. My TV is infrared. And I'm gonna search in the database. I have a Roku TV, and the closest thing to the Roku TV is a TCL. So I'm gonna search for TCL in the database, and then I'm gonna choose TCL. And in TCL, I'm gonna search for Roku, and I'm gonna choose this one, Roku. They are all the same. And here, it will give you all the commands that are already pre-programmed. Press on next here, and then choose the remote control, which is this one, to synchronize the database information to the remote control. So press on next here. I'm gonna change the name because my TV name is Philips, which is a Roku TV, so it's the same here. And the icon, I'm gonna put it also a beautiful blue icon, and confirm. And let's press on complete here, and notice how now it's gonna synchronize after the application downloads the information from the internet. See how it's synchronized here. Let's press on complete. And here it's telling us that the short press, power, and long press, they are the same. So for me, it's okay. I'm gonna press on OK. And let me show you how to customize one of the buttons here so that to launch Amazon Prime. I'm gonna customize the blue button to go to Amazon Prime. So I'm gonna press here, and then I'm gonna select customize remote buttons. And then I'm gonna choose the blue one, which should be here. So let me change it, press on it here, and then press here, and then it's a normal key, it's not a macro key. I'm gonna show you how to program a macro later, and here I'm gonna choose Amazon. Here it is, Amazon, and then done. And you can do the same, for instance, for Netflix and for others. So let's press on submit, it's gonna synchronize, and now we added the Philips device to our remote control, and we can control the TV with it. Now I'm gonna show you how to add a macro so that to turn on the TV and to navigate to the live TV directly and select it. So let me press on back here and back again. And then here choose macros, and in macros press on the plus sign, and let's add a step first. and we need to select the device. We have only the Philips TV, so I'm gonna select the Philips TV. A macro can have many devices like your TV, your audio system, and so on. But for the purpose of this video, so that the video won't be too long, I'm gonna do it on the TV only. So the first command I'm gonna send to the TV is a power on command. So I'm gonna choose power here, which is this one, power on, and then confirm it. And now we need to add the next step, which is switching to the live TV. So I'm gonna tap on add step here. And then for the device, it's always the Philips TV. And then for the command, it's gonna be the input TV command, which will take us directly to the live TV. And it should be here somewhere. And here it is. So let's select it and then confirm. And notice when you create commands, if you have more than one, you have a delay option between the commands. I'm gonna add a delay of 2 seconds here so that to give the TV the time to turn on, and then switch to the input TV, and then tap on next. And here it's gonna tell us after we execute the macro on the remote control if we want to switch to another device. And here, of course, we need to switch to the Philips TV. So I'm gonna select it and then tap on next. And here, let's name it Watch Live TV. And let's give the icon the color red, which will make it a nice color. And then confirm and complete. And notice it's gonna create it on the remote control here. So now let's go and test it on the TV. So this is the TV and this is the remote control. To execute the macro, we need to press on this button here so that to go to the macro menu. And then we need to press on this wheel so that to execute the macro. Let's do it, and you're gonna notice how it's gonna switch directly to the live TV, and the remote switched also directly to the Philips device. So now we can control the TV with the buttons in this remote control. So increasing the volume, going to the home screen, and so on and so forth. And to turn off the TV, we can press on this button here to turn off the TV. Let me tell you now what are the most important specifications of the U3 and what sets it up apart from the U2. So first of all, the LCD screen, you see that it is bigger and it is better than the screen on the U2. The second important upgrade is that now it has a rechargeable 1200 mAh battery that can last up to 3 weeks, and it has also an air mouse, and I mentioned that it can control now RF devices as opposed to the U2 that can control only infrared and Bluetooth. And also it has voice control, which is something that I was waiting for. And this takes me to what needs to be improved in this remote control. The voice control, even though it is here, it is only for Google devices that work on Bluetooth. So for instance, I cannot use it on my Roku TV. So this is something for Sofabaton to improve in the future maybe. If you want to check out the U3 remote control, I'm going to leave an affiliate link in the description. If you make a purchase using my link, I'll gain a small percentage at no cost to you, and this will support my channel. And if you got any value from my video, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. I want to thank you all for watching. I'm Eloy from Knowledge Sharing Tech. See you in the next video.